So in the 17th century until 1603 CE, CE means Common Era. So in previous years we used to call before Christ and Anno Domini, BC and AD, no? That names got changed into before Common Era and Common Era. So instead of BC and AD, now we use Common Era or before Common Era. Okay. Now in the 17th century, the Tudor dynasty kings ruled the England. So after Tudor dynasty, so in 1603 CE, the last queen of Tudor dynasty died. So that after the death of that last queen of Tudor dynasty, the rule of England got transformed or was given to Stuart dynasty. So the who ruled the Stuart dynasty after the Tudor kings? James I. It is the name of the king. James I of Stuart dynasty ruled England. So when James I was ruling England, he did not, there was a parliament also. So along with kings, there was an elected parliament. Parliament means a house of representatives or a government office where all the leaders that we people elect will sit and discuss our problems and make laws for us, okay, for our well-being and for our good. Okay, that is a parliament. So when James I was the king, England had a parliament. Parliament, as I told you, a house of representatives. So when the king has to take any decisions or make any laws, that laws should be accepted or approved by the parliament. So that parliament was also powerful. So parliament also had to accept or approve the laws or any taxes if the king want to impose, means if the king wants to collect any taxes from people, if he wants to make any new laws, for all those the leaders or elected representatives in the parliament should say okay. Okay, when they say okay only, the king can ask the people to follow that law. If the parliament did not accept that law, no need of people to follow that rule. Okay, so that is the parliament's power. So when James I was the king of England, parliament also had powers, but James I did not like it. He did not want parliament to have powers. He did not want parliament to ask questions to him, saying that this law is not good, that law is not good, don't make this law. So if there is a parliament, if the king is making any bad laws, that parliament will obviously ask the king for changing that law, and or it will ask the king to not implement that law or cancel that law. So that power of parliament was not liked by James I. So as he did not like the power of parliament. Why he did not like the power of parliament? Because I already told you, he believed that God gave the kings the power or the right to rule any kingdom or country. So that he calls as divine right. Divine means related to God, that is precious, or anything sacred, that means precious only again. So divine right. So this, according to this, he calls this right of his ruling the kingdom as divine right theory. So based on this right, what James I said was, he is all powerful. He don't need to answer any questions of the parliament. Whatever he says, the people should follow. The parliament should not ask him anything or ask him to change any laws or make new laws. So that is what James I believed. So after James I died, the king of the England was Charles I. Charles I is also a name of person who was the king of England. So after James I died, Charles I became the king of England. So what Charles I did as soon as he came into power, that is as soon as he became the king, he dissolved the parliament. Dissolving the parliament means cancelling the parliament. Parliament will not work now anymore. So he cancelled all powers of parliament. He did not allow the parliament to work only. He told you don't need to work anymore. He told all the leaders of parliament that you don't need to work anymore for the kingdom. I will only take all decisions. You go to home, he said. After he cancelled the parliament, Charles I ruled for 11 years. So after that also he ruled. But what happened in 1640? In the year 1640, there was a war. So for that war, Charles I wanted grants. Grants means money. So for that, compulsory he should take the permission of parliament. But parliament is not there. What will he do? He should call again the leaders of the parliament to come and accept his request for grants, that is for money to spend in war. If he wants to go to war, he can't just go, no. He needs money for weapons. He should give food to the army. He should give food to the soldiers and all the people who are going to war. For that he needs money. So for that purpose, he again called for parliament. He again called all the leaders for coming and working in parliament in 1640. So from 1640 until 1660, Common Era, the parliament has been working. So 20 years without any interruption, without any cancellation. Like James I came, he did not accept the powers of parliament. Charles I came, he cancelled the parliament. No, like that. For after calling back the parliament in 1640, for 20 years, nobody stopped the parliament from working. So continuously it has been working for 20 years. That is why this parliament is called Long Parliament. So that is all for this session. We will continue in the next session. Thank you. In 1640, when the parliament came into existence, that is when the parliament started working again in England, what this parliament leaders decided? They all decided to control the power of the king. So they mainly wanted to control autocracy. Autocracy means a form of government in which only one person will have all powers. So when Charles I was ruling England, what he did, he took decisions on his own. He did not ask anyone. He assumed, he took all powers in his own hands and ruled the people without listening to the problems of the people. So that kind of government is called autocracy, where one person will have all powers to control the kingdom or country. So in that situation, the parliament wanted to control the autocracy, the powerfulness of one king in England. So in that situation, the parliament started punishing the ministers and the king Charles I. So who all ministers worked under Charles I and the courts which were created by Charles I, all those offices and government machinery, all that parliament started cancelling. So after cancelling all the courts and all the government offices, parliament started punishing the ministers of Charles I. And also what they did, the parliament leaders defeated Charles I while they were granting punishments to all the ministers of the king, what happened inside the parliament was the parliament also was divided. In parliament, some people were for the king, working for the king, they supported the king, and some other leaders of the parliament were against the king. They did not like the working of the king and they wanted the king's rule to end. So the fight began between both these groups, one group who supported the king and others who did not support the king. So the differences of opinion inside the parliament gave way to civil war. Civil war means when the war is between two groups of the same country, it is called civil war. Okay. So the civil war started in England. So during the civil war, what happened? The civil war happened between parliamentary party and king's party. This party is not a political party. That means this party is a group of people who were in support of the king and who were in support of the parliament. So when this happened, the people of king's party tried to make happen the arrest of parliamentarians. That means the leaders of the parliamentary party. But they could not win. So this civil war happened for 5 years. So 5 years there was a fight between parliamentary party and king's party. This did not have civil war is not a kind of war in which you go take your weapons and kill all of them. Civil war is not a war that encourages violence. It will be just a movement for revolution. Revolution means change in the type of government. So after 5 years of civil war, the parliamentary party won the civil war against king's party. King's party and the king were defeated. They lost the civil war. So what now? After they lost the civil war, they all got punishments and King Charles I was executed. Executed means legally killed. So in 1649, the king's party lost the civil war and King Charles I got a punishment of death. Okay, so in 1949 only, after the death of Charles I, England became a republic country. Republic country means republican form of government, means a government in which the head of the state, the leader of the country is elected by the people. So republic country means the leader of the England also will be elected by the people. So England became the republic country. So that is all for this session. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.